Guys, Gary Grate here, Charles Gracie Academy, Reno. I got Scott Curtis here this week again, doing, just going to go over 4 quick lapel chokes real fast. I'm going to kind of rip through them real quick so we can get them out of here. But lean back there. From cross side, I'm going to do 2 chokes, each using one of my tails here, okay, of my gi. So the first choke, I'm going to use the far tail, which is opposite his head, okay. So I'm here, cross side. I'm going to sit out, clear this arm. Sit back. I want to find this tail and quickly hand it to this hand. So I don't have to make a big space out of it. Just find your tail, give it to your hand. I'm reaching back under this arm that's here, okay? And re-gripping my cross side. Take the slack out of this. You don't have to go nuts pulling this thing super tight. Just take the slack out. Once the slack's out, pistol grip here against his neck, keeping my posture down here. This hand's gonna skim and block his hip over here. And what I'm gonna do from here, I'm gonna skim his body, and I'm gonna, as I lean over here, I'm literally trying to post my head on top of my hand. But instead of this picking up his head, like this, as my head goes down here to his hand, this arm is gonna turn over and turn straight, so it should choke. So I'm here, go over here, post my head, and I start doing this. And get that choke across here, so it pulls it tight. So again, really quick, cross side, sit out, clear that arm, find this tail, feed it, pull this thing tight, block, and as I'm turning, I don't want this to get loose so he doesn't push it off my head, something like that. So as I'm turning, I'm driving this gi, my body's pulling the gi and my arm's turning over. I'm getting the choke. Okay? Sorry. Second one, very similar, using the near side. So same thing, sit out, clear this arm, find this tail, and I'm just gonna find this tail here, hand it to this hand, this time reach back under so I'm square again, get the tail, pull it tight against his neck. Now here, if I go here, I don't have anything to pull against because I'm not pulling the gi across my body. So I'm here, I'm gonna come over here, my hand's blocking his hip, my head's gonna block his hip, then this hand fans out over here, and then my head's gonna fan out over here, and I'm gonna look away from him, I'm gonna roll. I don't wanna land on him here and have him take my back. So roll next to him, look away, so that when you spin over, you land next to him. As soon as you land, come up, you're gonna grab something here, okay? Leg, hip, whatever you need to grab. And then I'm just gonna pull this out. I'm pulling this so he doesn't shrimp or turn in or sit up. And then I'm just gonna pull this here from each other, okay? You all right? I'm trying to keep perfect, loose and talk. So again, a little more. So sit out, clear the arm, find this tail, feed it, boom, posture, here, away, grab. Okay. Just big thing here is don't roll over your face, don't roll over your head. Keep it simple there. So, next one, do from half guard quite a bit. So from half guard, we're here. Okay. So Scott's got half guard, and he gets an underhook on me. Okay, so I get an underhook here. What I'm going to do here is I'm grabbing inside of his lapel, taking that slack out with this hand. Then this hand, he's going to whizzer around here, and it's going in his gi over here. As deep as I can, pull that thing tight. Get it nice and deep, okay? Pinching this arm so he can't get that hook out of there. Okay, so underhook. As soon as I get that, I'm gonna reach over the top, hand on the floor, elbow in the back of his head, and I'm gonna use my left elbow and my right hand and pull his head into my belly button, scoop him up in this pocket. And then I put this hand back down, so when he tries to posture back out, that kickstand's there, he's stuck, okay? Then this hand, when I'm comfortable, is gonna grind up. Thumb should be able to slip right in this little loop of his collar right here, okay? So grind up, slip that thumb in, loop this over. This one chops his head off, and this one comes up and gets a choke, okay? So again, we're half guard, gets an underhook, grab this lapel, feed, pull it tight, scoop him up, grind, find that loop, up, okay? That one's out. The other one I'm doing, you can do from cross side, you can do it from half guard. I like to set it from knee on stomach. It doesn't matter how you start, you have to end in half guard to finish the choke. So I like to do it from knee on stomach a lot. I love this choke, it's one of my favorite chokes. Learned this years ago. So from knee on stomach here, okay, I open this up, okay, near hand, in, take that, open the gi, feed that slack out. So this curve of this wrist is all the way around behind his neck, just like any other regular lapel choke. Get it deep, okay? From here, I'm kind of waiting for him to escape. And as he turns in and shrimps, I drop my knee and my elbow straight down to the floor. My knee's touching his ribs, blocking him. My elbow's literally down on the ground or on top of my knee, wherever it landed here. I'm turning the shoulder. This shoulder's blocking his shoulder so he doesn't turn on knees all the way before I reach over. Really important part, it's really hard on this that people mess up. I want ridge hand, pinky to the elbow, all the way on the floor, all the way against his back. The inside of this arm right here is gonna be right here on his neck. So you should know it's in the right spot if your index finger knuckles and your thumb knuckle are touching the inside of your arm. It's not up here, it's not here, it's not grabbing, just here, here, tight. From here, I'm gonna stick my leg into half guard, and 99 times out of 100, he'll wrap up half guard. I curl that kind of tight, and what I'm doing now, I wanna sprawl, I'm flat on him right now. I wanna twist my ribs into his head. I'm not falling off his head, okay? That's what mistake a lot of people make is I wanna be here, okay, and I'm squeezing my hand and my elbow tight to him. I'm gonna slide my left knee into his hip, and into his knees, basically, and slide my hip into his hip. And as I do, I'm sprawling my ribs. I'm twisting my ribs and my lat into his neck. And as I do, you'll see my right arm starting to come up. All I'm gonna do is help that along, right here. And it literally won't feel like you're doing a whole lot on top. It feels like your head's gonna pop on the bottom. When you do it, you'll have to question that it worked. And you get pretty quick at doing it. You start up here, jump knee on stomach, and he turns in. It's right here. Give him half guard, boom, and you're there. Okay? And it's that quick. Okay? Anyway, thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
So, bjjreno.com, Charles Gracie Academy Reno. Thanks much.